through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Cleveland Browns and the New York Jets. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Rolling to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Hey, kill!
Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Barker. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Browns are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays.
And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others.
Oh, Prescott stripped. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. On second down, a run with Hall. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Now Prescott. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a fourth down. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. This defense for the Jets, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And again, it's Chubb. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Watson now to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Lucas. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 21. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
The middle, it's Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now it's Watson. That's complete right around the 8. Yeah, the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback. And still
touchdown! 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Browns lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. One of the Jets sweep as Prescott bats it forward. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. It completes it once more to Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. The Jets at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll give to Hall. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. And he's got room. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go again with Hall. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them. And right.
Touchdown, Jets! Breece Hall, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Jets have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd. From the gun, here's Watson. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
He got 29 yards that time.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
First down, Prescott. Stiff-armed him. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Paul want to give up the middle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. This is Anderson over the middle. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Here we go, 46, 46. 46.
Ball again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Barker. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
47. Everyone, kill. 26.
To throw is Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And again, it's Prescott. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt, and that is no good. And the deficit will hold pat at 13.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. But that is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run again with Hunt. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Watson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Tried to drop it in there, but it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with a lead. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Watson on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They go up the middle with Chubb. They find some open field here. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for two here. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. He'll bite, and he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the two-point try. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Play action now. Prescott. And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Another try after the first down sack. Prescott got his man complete over the middle. It's Anderson. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Prescott now. This pass out wide to Hall. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Jets on the move. Couple of big plays back-to-back.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
A first down throw for Prescott. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 23 yards, the final tally.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat and is taken down right after.
47.
From the 16, Prescott. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Throwing, Prescott. He gets it underneath to Hall. Touchdown! Breece Hall with career touchdown number 70. And the Jets get a bit closer. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Chubb on the counter. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Here's Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits. So you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Prescott now from the 50. Throw left side complete. That's Anderson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's Hall again. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Hey, kill! 47!
Hall again on 2nd down. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here we go, 46!
Prescott to throw on 4th. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And down he'll go at the 25. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now a first down throw. Watson throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lucas. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A give running right is Chubb. And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now Chubb running right. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 125 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Chubb running to the wide side. He's got it to the 43 here.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. That's Matt Milano firing in from its linebacker position.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. 49 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. Extra point by York is up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott. Dancing to his left. He finds his man complete. That's Barker. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Now Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Barker. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38. They'll throw again. Prescott. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Going deep for Hopkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. And trouble trying to middle here. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They run it again with Chubb. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And some room to maneuver. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. That will be their third and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Handoff comes to Chubb. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
24!
A give. This is Chubb. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this. And you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
3rd and long for Prescott. And that will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Hey, kill! 47!
Now Prescott on fourth down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. To the air again, Prescott. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw is Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19. One last shot now for Prescott. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is run out now on this game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Browns, it'll be a much happier locker room here as they get that first win after 5 straight losses to start the year. And they'll